सनातनाय सूक्ष्माय सुगुणाय सुशान्ताय सम्पूर्णाय सुशीलाय श्रीनिवासाय ते नमः.
Basvanuveti, the sun is rising. Vikachani are blossomed. Saroruhani, the lotus in the lake. Sampurayanti are filling. Ninadaihi, the sound of Vihangaha, the birds, were Kakubo in the air. Shri Vaishnava Satatamartita Mangalaste, the Shri Vaishnavas who are eternally desirous of your auspiciousness. Dhamashrayanti, they take refuge in your abode. Tava Venkata Suprabhatam. So let this be a auspicious dawn to you. So in this sloka, what is happening is nature and the Sri Vaishnavas are combined together very beautifully. The sun is rising and the lotuses are bloom. He's adding that the sound of the birds is also heard, which means the sun is high enough for you to wake up. For Bhagavan, please wake up. And to this, he's adding the Sri Vaishnavas are also there. So a lot of events here are mentioned. Let us enjoy each of these events here. So the sequence is the sunrise. With sunrise, what happens? The lotuses are blooming. Earlier, we saw Suryendu Bhauma. In the 18th sloka, what happened? All the Navagrahas came to offer their namaskaras to Bhagavan. Bhagavan has given the Kataksha to Surya Bhagavan, is implicit here. If you notice here, Surya is up there, the lotuses are down in the water. So, Surya top, lotus the bottom, top and bottom are covered beautifully in this sloka. So, horizontally, the length and the breadth are covered because the birds are going in all the directions making the sound. So, horizontally, everything is covered. The Surya and the lotus cover the vertical aspect, which means that top and bottom, left and right, everything is now made ready for Bhagavan's Aradhana. And we said, whenever the sun comes up and the lotus blooms, we can relate it to Bhagavan as the Surya, Mata Mahalakshmi blooming as the lotus. Here, Bhagavan is there, Mata Mahalakshmi is blooming. When they both wake up, what happens to all devotees like us? We become the lotuses who bloom to Bhagavan as the sun too, right? Imagine going to Tirumala and having a darshan of Bhagavan. We feel so happy, we feel so excited. Our hearts actually bloom. In fact, the heart chakra, it's called as the Anahata chakra, and it is represented as a 12-petaled lotus. So the 12-petaled lotus inside our heart blooms on seeing Bhagavan and Mata Mahalakshmi. So here it is said that all the Sri Vaishnavas, Satatam Artita Mangalaste, all the time they wish for your auspiciousness. What happens to Sri Vaishnavas on seeing Bhagavan? All our indriyas get associated to Bhagavan. With our eyes, we see him. With our nose, we get the fragrance of that ambience. Even in the Tirtha, we saw how the fragrance is added. The ambience is filled with fragrance. The ambience is filled with flowers. Bhagavan is there as a treat to our eyes. That karuna in his eyes adds to our blessing. And what about our devotees? Have a look at Bhagavan, their body is filled with horripilation because Bhagavan is so beautiful. So all our indriyas, with our mouth, we sing the praises on Bhagavan. Not just the karmendriyas and jnanendriyas, even our mind is now offering itself to Bhagavan. So it says that Arpita, they are taking refuge. All the Sri Vaishnavas, when Bhagavan and Mata, They bloom like lotus. They bless us. When that sun rises, our heart opens up like the lotus. We submit all our indriyas to Bhagavan. We submit our mind to Bhagavan. We surrender at the lotus feet of Bhagavan. Dhamma Shrayanti, they take refuge in your abode. Now here, the birds are chirping, we said, right? Similarly, the Sri Vaishnavas, what do? They sing the bhajans, the Veda Gosha, all these Veda Shreshtas are there. They recite the Veda Ganas. So here, why are the devotees coming? They are coming here to say, let all auspiciousness be to you. How do we understand this? Why should the devotees want Bhagavan to have all auspiciousness eternally? How do we even understand this statement? Because we know that Bhagavan is always auspicious. So what is the point in saying that, hey, Bhagavan, be auspicious? How do we understand this? This is a very, very interesting concept where it is beyond all logic can decide. It is nothing, not everything in devotion can be understood by the logics that we understand today. When devotees are immersed in Bhagavad Anubhava, they start caring for Bhagavan the way we care for the closest associate in our life. Our child, our husband, or somebody, our best friend, can be the best in the role that they do. But when they are the closest associate to us, we care so much about them that we say, hey, be very careful in doing this. Do the best. You can do it, but make sure that all these are taken care of. Prepare yourself to the best possible thing. So we tell them from our concern that you have to be fine. Now, suppose our child is going for a great presentation. They are traveling. They say, travel very safely. Amma, I've traveled to so many places. This is not my first travel. No, all that is fine, but I'm your mother. So listen to me. Be very safe. Ensure that you take your passport. We start advising all the basic things. Is your visa got the timeline? We do all the basic things. Be on time for the aircraft. He might be traveling first class or maybe have a special status. We don't know. But the mother cares for the child. So the mother's affection here is to be seen, and not the logic of why are you asking all? This person knows everything. That's not the argument here. The argument is that concern that you have to the child, which is brought out. Similarly, when devotees become so attached to Bhagavan, they fully know that he is the ultimate. But their concern overweighs all this. Periyalvar is Andal's father. He is known for his Pongum Parivu. He won a debate where he ascertained that Bhagavan is the ultimate God. So there was a Vaidika Sadas where he went and he quoted all the scriptures appropriately with the blessings of Bhagavan. And he said that the ultimate Bhagavan is Narayana as quoted in these scriptures. So he did a Paratva Nirnaya in the court of Pandyan. The Pandya king was very happy and he takes Vishnu Chitta or Periyalvar on a procession on an elephant with all the bells and the entire procession following him. Now Bhagavan and Mata want to see this beautiful sight and they both come with Garuda, Shankha, Chakra, everything to address this beautiful sight. Seeing them, if we were there and Bhagavan gives a darshan, we'll be so excited to see Bhagavan, right? But here Periyalvar is filled with so much of concern for Bhagavan. His Pongum Parivu is brought out where he says, why did you come here? I hope no evil eye befalls you, oh Bhagavan. Let all auspiciousness be to you. And he sings the very famous Pallandu Pasuram at that point of time. Pallandu, Pallandu, Palla Irattandu, Palakodi Nooraayiram. He says, let all auspiciousness be to you. Let you live for thousands and thousands of years. Every single part of your body live for thousands of years. Let our association be eternal. So he wishes Bhagavan. This is not just one off case. His daughter Andal, goddess Bhuma Devi's avatara, she says her father said when he had a darshan of Bhagavan saying that, may all auspiciousness come to you. Andal recollects each one of this and she says that, hey Bhagavan, at that point of time I did not wish you. Let me wish you now. And her Pongum Parivu comes now when she is taken the avatar of Andal. Andri Vulagamalandai Adi Potri. Sendrangathen Nilangai Setrai Tiral Potri. So she recollects each of this and then she says that Let all this be auspicious, Bhagavan. So, like this, the devotees, when they are immersed in Bhagavad Anubhavam, in the qualities of Bhagavan, they forget everything which is around them. All they want is auspiciousness for Bhagavan and nothing about themselves. For us to relate to this, a mother loves her child. She wants to do everything possible for the happiness of the child. Now, the child wants a sweet. Mother does not have time. She has so many other things to do, but she decides to prepare this particular sweet because her child likes it. So she prepares it with all the effort. That's not her favorite sweet, but she prepares it with all the effort and gives it to the sweet. The child has it and smiles. Thank you, Ma. That smile is sufficient to make her day. Did she go and eat a lot of sweets? Did she do it because she had to be happy with the preparation? No. She wanted to see the happiness of the child, and thereby she was happy. Her happiness was the resultant happiness of the child being happy. Like that, all the preparations that the Sri Vaishnavas do here, Sri Vaishnava means devotees of Vishnu and Mata Sri. Bhagavan and Mata Mahalakshmi are together. People who worship them are Sri Vaishnava. So for them, what do they want? They want the happiness of Bhagavan. That is all they want. They don't ask anything for themselves. Seeing Bhagavan's happiness, they want to be happy. Padiyai kidandu un pavalavai kanbene, says Alva, right? I can be a stone. I want to see you smile. That is all I want. So in this sloka, there is a beautiful association of nature. The sun is rising, the lotuses are blooming, the birds are chirping. So the top and the bottom, the left and right, everything is covered with the nature. Surya Deva has already come in the 18th sloka and has permission from Bhagavan to do the best that he can offer. With that, he is going and giving life for all the beings in this world. Parallelly, Bhagavan rising up, Mata Mahalakshmi starts blooming. With them, we start blooming. Our Anahata Chakra, the lotus in our heart, is starting to bloom. The Sri Vaishnavas there are singing hymns, singing bhajans, and the Ananta Kalyana Charitras of Bhagavan are all recited in front of Bhagavan. They are doing it for the happiness of Bhagavan, and they don't wish anything for themselves. It is all for the eternal Mangala of Bhagavan, the happiness of the divine couple that the Sri Vaishnavas desire. Whatever they offer is for the divine couple. भास्वानुदेति विकचानि सरोरुहाणि तं पूरयन्ति निनदैककुभो विहङ्गाः श्रीवैष्णवा सततमस्थितमङ्गलास्ते धामाश्रयन्ति तव वेङ्कटसुप्रभातम् कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैव बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रहृदे स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि.